Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see a team from the American, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Temple about to kick it off and get this game underway. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Owls offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Guzman. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups, even though that one goes incomplete.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So Temple's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend it.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Back open in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. Gets it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on third down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Back to throw, it's Guzman. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's put in danger, and it's picked off.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. And the Owls come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big... factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Unloads it left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Guzman. This time it's complete. There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Makes the grab. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The RPO, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Offense lining up quickly. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down.
Turning it on! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
This time on target.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And guys, Florida Atlantic is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Pulls and fires complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The short hands, it's West. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw.
Gets away from one, finds room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Owls!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Texas Tech. For now, it's back to you, fellas, but of course, if it
breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Finds a tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to march in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he's going to bring it out. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
On the ground, it's Small. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Finds a little space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're working that left side. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Guzman. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. The Owls really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's West. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Lofts one high and deep. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away. It's a big-time play.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude. They put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage, but that one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Temple lining up to punt it away. The kick is on its way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Lincoln Financial Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The ball pops out on the return.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks at it a game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Guzman. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're...
Touchdown, Owls! They take the lead with the 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
21.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Owls moving quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 40. Good pickup on that one. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Guzman. Got his man quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Bridges. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it just in time. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Temple lining up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The Owls want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
It's complete to the right. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to pass, it's Guzman. Quick completion on the out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Off play action on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Just needs a crack to get a return. Slips through the line. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Crosses the 30, he's got a leg. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Owls will hustle to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver going in motion. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Owls! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Bowling Green is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like him or hate him, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 28 to Ball State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets this.
Oh, he's got some space. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Using his legs, it's Bridges. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll try the run. There he goes! And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. And the Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll run it again. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They're trying to slam it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Owls.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the...
Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Past the first down marker and still running. He's loose. Inside the touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper came on that 62-yard run to the house. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, running back gets the give. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late, didn't get the first down on that.
Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just...
Open field on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Temple!
lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by just one over Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Gets it out quickly. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Guzman. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Just keeps slinging it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Got the first down and still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Owls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They get